And with that, welcome back in, you beautiful people. It's Showdown Sunday. We're in Series 2 of 4 on MLE Esports GG2, presented by APM Music. I am Curtis, and I am joined by my Sunday partner in crime. It is Foof, and we are about set up for a Jets and Sabres match. The Sky Division Jets at a 10-10 mark. Sabres at 14-6, and they're looking to do some damage in this one, as Week 4 really turned out to be a nice week for competitive matches. We just saw one series ago in the Master League. Now we're going to try to move it to the Academy League.
Moving down a little bit to the Academy League, you're right. So the Jets coming in at 10-10, and it's a little bit of a peak to climb as you're looking up at the Sabres. I'll be honest, they've been hot all season. Kevin, Darkfire and Big C, those guys know how to play some threes. They rotate well, they play well, they pass well. I got to run into them in the early stages of this season so far, so I can attest they play very well, very quickly, and it is going to be questioning, can these Jets kind of answer that challenge and answer the call that these Sabres are definitely going to bring.
So Big C's using the F-150. Does that mean he has the carry on the other two Jets, or do you have a different X factor for the Skywings?
Well, no, Big C is going to go with the F-150. He likes it. He's Ford tough, but then he's got the Merc off to one side and the Massive Mini on the other side. So a lot of body types being used on the Saber side. They kind of off-meta team, but right now it seems to be the meta in AL because they have been rolling well, and they are hot right now at 14-6, like we've said. So I just want to see them continue to get out and get ahead on teams because they're very good at controlling the pace of the game. It's just up to them. Can they get that early lead and slowly choke this series out?
Then the words of Derek Zoolander, they are so hot right now, and we are about ready to go. We're going to get the signals out to the teams to get them going. It's a set of 5 in the second series of the night. It's the Jets and Sabres in the Academy League. It's threes, Curtis and Foof, along with you for the ride. Just waiting on the teams to get into position, and we will get going. Don't forget, guys, if you see a play that you like that want to send... Oh, there we go. Clip it. Send it over to MLE Sports GG on Twitter. Winning play and player will receive a case of Balls Guarana Energy Soda, completely free of charge. We're underway. It's going to be Liso. First thing up the sidewall, and the Jets have first crack at the ball. Top of the box, good put towards the net. Didn't really go very far, as this one's going to be sent back from whence it came. Darkfire has the play off the ceiling, right in front. Big C can't put it in. Another opportunity for the Sabres, and it's right there, but an opportunity gone by, as just as the opportunity presented itself, they took it away themselves with a missed execution to keep it at a scoreless tie with a minute gone.
All 3 Sabres players had a chance at that net, but could not find a way to break through early in this game. Number 1, Kevin looking for the pass off the backboard, but not enough of a touch as Liso gets a pinch there. The ball bouncing high, and Micah trying to catch up to it, but the Jets not able to get it out. But there, the Dom Diggity able to clear it. That third man playing up, got Micah on the backboard, but it's rolling across the pitch. Darkfire getting a demo to force a power play. Sabres back in this position, but Micah finding a shot here. Big C, that F-150 get up in time. Micah got demo, and now a chance, but Sleeper Kevin, the bicycle save to keep this game 0-0 as we just approach that minute mark.
Keeping as though seeing as though we're still in the early stage of this series, do you have an X factor really for either side that are going to be crucial to each team's effort going into this set of 5?
Well, I mean, I always love to throw some shade at my Arctic Division opponents, but no, Big C's a great player. He usually plays well. He's a great leader, fun GM, fun guy to play with. I've scored a lot of goals with him, and he scored some goals on me, so I'd expect to see him step up and lead this team from in front, be a little bit of a top fragger, flag runner, all the above. I mean, you look across the pitch, I want to see Liso step up because they are incredibly streaky, and they are playing with a bit of a high ping, but they're used to that. So it's just, can they find that right mark to strike like this right here? I can't call it any more better, Curtis, because there it is.
Perfectly done as well. Micah puts it up in the air off of a defender. Liso reads it perfectly, and that is right in the bottom corner of the net. The Jets have a 1-0 lead. Good start for those Jets. We're ready to go with the second kickoff in this game 1. This will be off the ceiling. Drop it down. There's an opportunity right away, and it's going to be the Dom Diggity putting it in, and the Jets have a 2-0 lead.
The Jots are on top right now. Dom Diggy taking advantage of it. Kevin not there. Jets hopping out early, flying, soaring, and screaming to an early lead.
Jets coming in as the underdogs in this particular matchup record-wise, but they are not playing like it. Good start for those guys, at least early. Darkfire going to get this into the offensive corner. Going to try for a touch. Keeps a good angle. Does not get up to give it to Big C, top of the box. See if they pay for that. Left wing side. Kept in, at least for the moment. It's going to rattle around the midfield stripe. Good take. Micah's going to go for a demo. He's going to miss in the opportunity, but the Jets getting comfortable in that offensive end. We'll see how long they keep it in there. Up and with the takeaway. Going to be Micah. Darkfire drops it down. Liso in a good spot. Liso with a bounce shot, and Big C with a save, as the placement probably could have been better, but tough angle with a 2-0 lead.
A big-time save there from Big C to keep it only a pair of goals. And, 2 goals is still hard to overcome, but 3, you start to get more and more, and it starts to pile up, and then you start to worry about overcommitting. So a big-time save here on the Sabres side. Darkfire trying to get up, but can't. Sleeper Kevin now waiting near post, baited up, but Micah unable to get that touch. The Jets finding some pressure here as Liso's still on it, finding another touch. No, Big C denying in the corner, and it snuck past the Dom Diggity. Micah, that third man back, had to find the ball and does. The Jets now have something at midfield, but both players backed off, so Big C given all the time and flips the pitch back the other way.
Watch this later. It looks like the Jets a couple of times this series. That one there, Liso gets sent across the field by his own teammate. That could be something to watch as Micah gets the Liso treatment just now as well. And the Jets starting to run into themselves a little bit, get in their own way. The Sabres playing a little bit too patiently for my liking. See if they can fix that. We've got 90 seconds left. Good soft touch. That's off the crossbar. That was gorgeous from the Dom Diggity, but nothing going. Liso in a spot where they can get it back deep into the offensive end, off the back wall, but it's taken up the side and through the corner. And back the other way, the Sabres come. Still a 2-0 lead for those Jets.
Well, Kevin has a big-time chance here, but doesn't put it on. Unruly play there from the Sabres. A save coming from their own side. Big C had a shot, but that Massimini, could not get out of the way. Now the ball floating high. Big C can't get there. Micah keeping it out. The Jets protecting this 2-goal lead. Ball is back on this orange side. Sleeper Kevin getting some control here, but can't pick up the boost, but finally does there. Now there are 2 Sabres in the corner, but maybe it works here. No, the Dom Diggity getting enough of a touch there. The Jets thought they overreached, and what a save by Liso coming in the last possible second. A pixel-perfect save to deny any type of answer to the Sabres, but now the demo comes through. Liso, you defensive mastermind, you evil genius, you gotta be kidding me.
That's a crazy bit of offense from the Sabres, and they don't get anything for it, crazily enough. This is going to be back in front. A couple of pixel-perfect saves, as you alluded to, that we've seen tonight. One in this series that we just saw. 7 seconds left, and it looks like the Sabres are going to go down a game in this series. That's going to hit the ground here shortly. Well, maybe not quite yet, because they're going to keep it up just to spite us towards that net, and it's going to find its way in to at least have the lead and get the stats more, well, a better differential at the very least. 2-1 is your final score for game 1. The Jets take it, though.
The Jets do, and that is just maybe a feels-good goal here for the Sabres. Able to find one at the end of regulation and put it on the board and hopefully just get some of that momentum and pull themselves into game 2. Kind of rolling. Big C, 3 big saves. Sleeper Kevin have paired themselves. And pretty even on the shot totals. It was just the Jets having enough at the end of the day.
And Jets got the good start as well. They were content to play defense the last minute or so, just because of the start that they had. Sabres really couldn't break the seal. That was the biggest problem for them. They had opportunities, but they just were not aggressive enough. I mentioned a couple times they had all 3 members of the Sabres kind of just sitting back in their own end while the Jets figured it out. The Jets were knocking people around, their own people around in their own end, and the Sabres were not attacking. So you definitely got to have more aggressiveness from the Sabres, being able to put more pressure on the Jets, who clearly can't figure it out when there's no pressure on them. Well, as far as in their own end.
Well, I think it's just miscommunication there at some points of knowing who is where, and that's both of these teams just have to clean it up and find some more confidence in each other. If it's defensively, trusting your players to get the ball out of your end. If it's offensively, knowing where those second and third players are and knowing when to back up your first man on the ball. So I want to see better communication coming through. I want to how you see that is you see better spacing, better rotation, less team bumps, less double commits. So I want to see that here from both of these squads, and that'll clean it up. And it was already a very hotly contested game 1. The Sabres just need to find a way to break through it, not at 0 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. And they need a more aggressiveness all the way through is definitely the answer to that. We'll see how they do in game number 2 as we get going here fairly quickly. The Jets coming in, though, they at least had the wherewithal to get the good start, putting the ball in right away, catching the Sabres, I think, before they got warmed up, and giving the Sabres their 7th loss on this season as far as game count. See how if they can continue that. But as far as if you're the Sabres, well, if you're the Jets at this point, what do you have to do to try to quell the likely coming offensive attack?
It's all up to getting that ball control and getting it off of your side and onto that Sabres side, because they allowed a lot of pressure, like you said, but they did not give up goals. If you bend and bend and bend, you'll eventually be bent so far out of shape that it doesn't matter what you do. The opposition is going to find a way to break through your defense, and that will be important here for the Jets. But the Sabres just continue on trucking, just get some more team play and get some good favorable touches and find a way to break through this net, and that is what the Jets are trying to do here. Sleeper Kevin has to throw it out. Now staying underneath it, flipping it, but not flipping it on net, instead pushing it into the corner. Lisso's up, beating Darkfire there, so the Jets now a 2-on-2 opportunity. Micah trying to get the 50, but Big C getting a big-time denial there right at midfield.
This will be off the ceiling and eventually comes down. Up into the air. Chance for the Sabres offensively. Sleeper Kevin puts it into the air. Needs a little bit of help from his teammate. Darkfire into that corner. Not a great spot. That's going to be ricocheted back towards the Sabres net. That's a problem, and it's going to end up off the post. Sleeper Kevin's going to knock it away. And man, oh man, the Sabres nearly put themselves in a real bad way in the first minute of this game.
It's just a calculated back pass, Curtis. Just the third guy obviously wasn't ready for it. That's all it was. But no, the back pass errant there, but thankfully it was not on target. The Sabres able to live another day and not give up the own goal. Jets now trying to find something in midfield. Micah getting another touch here, but it's off the sidewall, so that ends up stalling his own possession. The Dom Diggity getting a big demo there, trying to reset here. The Jets not able to find it there in the corner. Big C has some control, got it past 2. Now it's a 2-on-1 if they can speed it up.
This will be into the near side corner. Micah puts it up in the air. Ooh, tries to get it past Darkfire, but Darkfire is having none of that. Liso gets he's a little physical with Darkfire. It's going to be off the ceiling. Drops it down to Dom Diggity. We'll put this up ahead. Good hard clear coming up from Sleeper Kevin. Drops it down, top of the box. Misflip there from Darkfire. Big C in a tough spot trying to play this individually. Darkfire with the play off the back. Liso will read it. It'll drop top of the box. Taken away by the Jets. Scoreless game. You got to figure it favors the Jets, or sorry, it favors the Sabres. The longer this stays at 0. Big C again. Towards the angle. That's off the crossbar. It gets knocked away. Liso responsible and gets it away from frame. And the clear happens. The Jets get it away with halftime looming.
Hey, Curtis, you know that was our first shot of the game, right? That one is our second. Yeah. That is a stat that kind of dawned on me. There has been pressure back and forth, but no one has found the shot to the goal yet. Now the Sabres finally breaking that trend here. Like you said, right at halftime, Sleeper Kevin has some control, but there are 2 Jets players here. Lisa, there's all 3 Jets in the corner. They're refueling, meaning talking in the coffee room maybe, but that is not a place you want to be if you're playing Rocket League. There is no shooter if all 3 of you are chasing the ball into the corner.
That's going to be a shot. Micah towards the net. He puts it home right under the bar, and the Jets do take a 1-0 lead.
That soft misnomer touch there from the Sabres. Micah, very opportunistic coming in out of midfield, and you said it, just under the bar, and that is how they hop out to a 1-goal lead.
Perfectly done by Micah, and a nice job by the Jets. But again, more passiveness from the Sabres. Even in their defensive end, they're not going for the ball to pressure the offensive players to get it cleared away on pinches and 50s. Something they got to fix. Don't give them that much room. This will be a chance off the nose. Big C's going to try to catch this. Does. It goes off the corner. One more touch needed. Up. Sabres have a chance here. Sleeper Kevin puts it in the air. Left wing side. Big C's got to chase it, but so does Liso. Liso going to get a touch. Big C content to stay in front of the net. It's going to be passed into front. Sabres with a double commit. Could set up the Jets offensively. Liso going to turn on this and put it off the lateral wall. Drops it down. Sabres with the eventual clear. Sleeper Kevin. Back across. Liso in a tough spot. Defers to Micah. Good boost take from the Sabres there. See if they can keep it going. Sleeper Kevin. looking for a touch into the mid, loses on the angle, and that's taken aside. Now Liso up the sidewall, will keep it in his possession. Another opportunity, gets passed for. Jets trying to set up. Big C again with the clear. We're down to 60 ticks left. And the Jets trying to keep it going. Micah needs a save, and he gets one to keep it tied up, or keep it at a 1-0 score for those Jets with 52 on the clock.
That was a big-time dunk there from Big C, but not able to put it in. Big C now a chance again, but can't find it. Darkfire looking for something off the backboard, but not enough of a touch. Big C can't find the redirect. Kevin, though, the soft touch, bar down, but it's out because Dom Diggity able to get it. Now a turnaround here. Micah gonna land here. Great boost control, great ball control, but not a good finish. Darkfire getting a big-time save here to keep it only a 1-goal deficit. Big C trying to find the transition. It's gonna flip the pitch here. Micah, though, waiting for it in the corner. This ball goes. The Jets need to find a clear here and put this game on ice.
This will be off the corner wall. One more touch needed from the Sabres, but the double commits on offense really hurting them. Micah's going to turn for this. He'll get there first. He's going to put it hard off the nose. This is off the back wall, right in front. Big miss there. Liso going to put it into the air to kill more time. Sabres got to get it the length of the field. They cannot, and it's a shutout for the Jets in game number 2. They have the lead in the series 2-0 after a pretty good defensive stand. And Sabres were better, but still not great on the offensive side of the field.
A very low shot affair from both sides. Only 6 shots in total. And there were 3 players who did not get a single shot in this game. So, definitely a change of pace here, Curtis. The players on the Jet side are happy to play it out. They got the win. That's the most important stat for them, probably. So, wonderful job. You need to see more from both of these squads. I want to see Big C start to find his players a little bit more. I want to see Darkfire not get beat into that corner like they had a couple times. And then Micah, man of the match for the Jets. That's the 1 goal in the entire game and a save that helped win it for him.
Yeah, very good stuff from the Jets. Now they walk into a spot in game 3 where they come in, like I said, as the underdogs, and they have a chance to secure the series against the Sabres in the Arctic Division, who have a very good record coming in at 14-6. So they could really put the Sabres down a peg if they continue this momentum that the Jets now have. So game 3 is going to be very crucial really for both sides. Do the Sabres make a claim to this series, or do the Jets have it all the way from A to Z? We find out in just 5 minutes of gameplay time as game 3 about to get underway. It's Curtis and Foof with you on MLE Showdown Sunday, presented by APM Music, and we are having a ball of a time on MLE Sports GG2. MLE Sports GG, I believe, is going at the moment, so if you guys want to do a dual stream, you can use multi-twitch, you can use whatever you want. Either way, keep them on 2 monitors if you want. We got some good action across the entire landscape of minor league esports. We're ready to go for game number 3. It's Sabres and Jets. Jets with a 2-0 series lead. See if they can continue that as we are underway in this third contest. The Dom Diggity and Big C on the kick, and this will be into the Sabres and for Darkfire, who clears it away. Left wing side, an immediate chance for the Jets, and a save by Sleeper Kevin. Trying to keep it in frame are the Jets, but it's not going to happen as Kevin is going to clear it away 15 seconds in.
Well, there was a big chance there for the Jets, but Micah unable to capitalize because of good defense. Now there's nobody home. The Jets hit the home run ball, waiting on their back end, drawing all the offensive pressure up from the Sabres. Great job.
Well, fantastic effort on the transition there. A little bit of overextension by the Sabres, but it wasn't terrible. Just a really well-placed ball, good contact. Gets it over the head of the offense, and it's going to get knocked away fairly simply as we play with 30 seconds gone in a 1-0 contest for the Jets.
Well, it is a 1-0 contest for the Jets. They are out in front. The Sabres once again find themselves in a deficit. But you know what, Curtis? A wise man once told me, you cannot reverse sweep without losing the first couple of games in a row. So maybe that's what the Jets are trying to set up here. But no, the Jets are in full control. They've got to get some control here. The Sabres back on their back half. Liso and company still out, just peppering this backboard, playing the shotgun method, just throwing it at the wall and seeing what science sticks. Liso putting it back to Micah, though. Micah not ready for this one. I like the turn attempt. I like the attention to detail, but the execution, a hair to be desired.
That's going to be a right wing side. Good bump as Sleeper Kevin gets absolutely launched out of the way, right past the midfield line. Chance for the Sabres. Good opportunity to maybe get on the board here, but Micah all over this. The second touch is good as well. Great control from Micah as he gets it into the Sabres corner. That is fantastic work. Liso is going to wait 3 seconds to play again, and Kevin with the clear. But here come the Sabres as they try to get something moving. Darkfire misses on that chance. Big C towards the net, crossbarred away, taken in. Sleeper Kevin's going to lose out on this as Big C, Liso is going to put it towards the Sabres
double
net. Off the touch, right in front. Liso can't put it towards the net, and the Sabres will live to tell about that. Still with a 1-0 deficit to work against with 3:03 left to go.
A big-time chance there, turned away by the Jets. Micah unable to find that double, and don't take this in any wrong way. That's a hard shot to find, and that was even harder because he had a teammate closing out on the shot. Liso had the pass, but then rotating ball side made this a lot more difficult than it needed to be.
Yeah, right in front. You had also two members on the defense of the Sabres collapsing towards the net, which is difficult to do when you have two Jets players breathing down your neck as well. 2-0 lead for the Jets, and that looks a lot bigger than it is given the offensive output of the Sabres to this point in the series. Jets all over it as we get into the latter half of game number 3. Sleeper Kevin loses on this, but he goes right to Darkfire. Top of the box, Liso shot on net, it's crossbar and down. And it is not going to be a Jets 3-0 lead. Instead, the Sabres will keep it at a manageable deficit of 2.
Well, the Jets are up 2-0, not 3-0 yet in the series, so they can't put that third goal on yet, Curtis. But no, they are trying to find a way, and this might do it here. Micah finding the touch, but Sleeper Kevin getting a big-time denial. I like the passing plays. I like the shots coming off the backboard. The pressure right now just continuing to mount for the Jets as they start to speed up here as they continue rotating and circulating and squeezing out this Sabres hope. Ball still on the backboard. The soft touch down, but Dom Diggity getting denied on the goal line again, but the Jets will not stop. They are trying to find a strike with low boost. Dom putting it back in. Darkfire getting another save. The Sabres are on the edge of glory. They just have to find a clear. Micah and the Jets, they are absolutely assaulting this net, and it will not stop anytime soon.
Pace of play definitely favors the Jets at this point. They're just playing faster. The decision making's faster. Their reflexes are a bit faster, and their reactions are definitely superior to what the Sabres are doing. And they add another one there. Micah may have sealed it with 1:35 to go. This 3-0 lead looks to be insurmountable.
It's going to be up to the Sabres to get a shot here. It is what? 13-0 for the Jets. There has been an all Jets all game. We need to see some form of offensive life from the Sabres. They unfortunately have not had any pressure at all during this game.
That's going to be hard off the crossbar again. Liso, far side and in. That was disgusting on that angle. 4-0 lead.
Just finding it off the backboard. Micah putting it at one side. Darkfire's up. There's no one home. Liso just lying in wait, just catches that one easily and puts it back.
It's 1:22 to go. 82 seconds for those of you scoring at home. 4-0 lead for the Jets in game number 3. Been a very, very good offensive output for the Jets to this point. That ricochet is going to send it deep again. But a good start and a nice job by these Jets. These Jets, again, they came in as the underdogs, but they're not playing like it. They are firmly putting their foot down and saying our fault and our drop stops here in the Sky Division standings, at least in week 4. Minute to go. 54 seconds left on the clock, as this is going to be a chance for Darkfire to defer the Don Diggity towards the net, and that is going to be another mistake rotation-wise for the Sabres that has led to the 5th goal for the Jets.
And there's all 3 Sabres plays. All 3 players are there, and then no one takes the ball. A miscommunication. The Dom Diggity just kind of walking forward. Just like through the checkout line, had the fast pass at Disney, got to skip the line. Just an easy goal here. 5-0 the scoreline for the Jets.
45 on the clock, and the Sabres need a refresher, a wake-up call. They need something. They're going to lose this series essentially now. 3-0 will be the total line through 3 games. Doesn't mean this game is out of reach, or this series is out of reach just yet from an individual game standpoint. Might get towards the Sabres. Sleeper Kevin has the contact. Wants one more, gets one more. Right to the Dom Diggity. Keeps it on the ground. Big C is equal to that. We have 15 ticks left on this clock. This will be in the corner. And the Jets and Sleeper is going to miss out on this opportunity to first the Darkfire. Liso going to try for one for the highlight reel. In front, going to drop down, and that is going to kill it. The Jets will walk away in Game 3 with a series win in the bag. Great start for them. Now they have a chance to finish the job and go for the jugular.
Well, a 3-0 start, it's you can't ask for much more than that. So doing a great job of sticking on top of this. And it is all started and ended with the pressure, Curtis. What is that, 12, 19 shots to 1, 19 to 1. That's never a winning combination for any team. And the Jets not even giving up a single goal. So Sabres kind of been hemmed in, looking very outmatched right now, and so I want to see them find a way to break out. But if you're the Jets, it's status quo. Continue firing on all cylinders, continue flying high, and continue enforcing your will.
So what you can do if you're the Sabres, as far as trying to speed things up, you need to play with less hesitation. I think your decision-making has to be faster, and you just need to live with the results of the decisions you make. There's a little bit of hesitation right now because the Jets are playing so much faster than what the Sabres are. But the more you hesitate, the more you give a speedy team like the Jets an opportunity to take the ball away, an opportunity to get one towards the net. It takes one bounce to get it in angle of the net sometimes for your striker to come through and just absolutely kill it. So if you're the Sabres, you gotta play to play, not necessarily play to play to defend. You got to play to score a goal, get some offense on the board. That's been their main fault right now. They're just too hesitant.
Well, it's finding a way to just get into it here, and the Sabres now down in the series, but not out, so it's going to be up to them to get a big-time comeback here in this fourth game. Going to be Big C and the Dom Diggity on the kickoff. A bold strategy here, Curtis.
Well, I mean, it's now 3v2. They're going. Sabres got themselves a goal, so at least there's that. And now it's 3-3 as the third player's back on the field. But now with the 1-0 handicap, essentially, we'll see how the Jets do getting into this game.
Certainly an interesting tactic, maybe mind games. I don't know what the look at that one is, but the Sabres up by 1 here. Finally in a position to hold the lead, maybe, because they have been on the defensive side and they haven't done an okay job. A good save there by Big C to keep that 1-0 lead. Micah putting the pressure back on the Jets. Liso finding a soft touch back. Dom Diggy looking for the near post shot, but no, the bump can't come through on Kevin. You saw it all come together, but then it fell down at the end. The card house blown away in the wind.
Liking what I'm seeing from the Jets here early on in this fourth game. Now, this is something we've seen pretty consistently. Not a lot of double commits on offense, not really a ton on defense either, but they're one well-oiled machine. They know where each other is going to be on those offensive rotations, and they're finding them pretty consistently. Going to love to see some midfield passes from them, but the longer they just keep playing this way and the Sabres don't adjust, they can just boom it downfield and follow it and really have a good time as we play with a minute gone.
Well, as we get to this next point, the Jets are still trying to find their way on. Liso back, trying to find another shot. The ball bouncing back. Now Darkfire flipping the pitch. That's on. Goal to goal, post to post, end to end. Darkfire putting the Sabres up by 2.
Good read by Darkfire, realizing he's going to be able to play this off the bounce. That one, yeah, great hook on that. That is something you'd see on the English Premier League, to be honest with you. Great job from Darkfire to get that one home. 2-0 lead for the Sabres here, their biggest lead and their only lead of this series so far.
Well, that's always have. Fun is the biggest and only, so they're starting to extend it here after the 1-goal lead. So the Sabres in front here as a minute and a half passes. Sleeper Kevin trying to catch up to it, but Liso puts it back. The Jets finding a way in. Micah looking for it. That near post was wide open, but decided to go high and left instead. Liso now a lot of free real estate, but cannot get control of this ball. It's very unruly, but now the Jets have a chance looking for Micah. No, the doozy to themselves. Liso, you gotta be kidding me.
Liso adds a little salt in the wound here. He's going to be able to take it around that corner. He's got Darkfire a little bit, I think he's a little bit too close to the near side post to be able to make a stink about that ball. He needs to be getting a little bit better momentum. He needs to be in the air already, and he will definitely be paying the price there. 2-1 lead for the Sabres, and the Jets trying to tie this one up. Big C gets it clear. Oh, good play in front. The bomb diggity. Now Liso is going to be in frame for the moment, but Big C, and it looks like Darkfire Going to team up on a clear. Sleeper Kevin was in the area as well. Right wing side. Off that corner wall. Lisa with a good touch. Going across. Dropping it up or putting it up the sidewall. The bomb diggity off the corner. This will drop down. Chance on the bounce for Liso. Liso is there, but he's going to lose out on the opportunity. Darkfire is going to go over the head of two players here. Darkfire and the bomb diggity. And the Jets, again, clear it back in. They've done a great job of shrinking the field in this series, and it continues here. Even though the Sabres have 2 in this game, they really haven't had any offensive output since then.
Well, they've had enough right now, and they're protecting a lead, Curtis, so it's up to them to find ways. Liso side flipping there and not own goaling, though, able to put it high enough and on the backboard instead. Darkfire and the Sabres turned away at the point of attack once again. The Sabres finding some midfield form. A double commit could be taken advantage of, but no, Big C a little bit too overzealous. Sleeper Kevin putting it back at midfield. Liso and company running back. The Jets have a 2-on-2 play here that they have to make. The dumb diggity winning it up there, so not giving the Sabres any room to breathe right now, but it's okay. The Jets have to find a goal. The Sabres, like you said, up by 1, just trying to protect this and get a game off of the Jets.
That'll be up in the air, back towards the midfield dot. Chance off the right wheel well. That's going to find its way in, and Micah ties the game from the midfield line. That is perfect with 1.5 minutes to go.
Just the self-oop there, sets themselves up, comes, and then just kind of palmed it. Honestly, Curtis, the soft slap over the last defender into the net to tie this one up. You said it. It was the 1-goal handicap, and they've already overcome it and tied this game up.
Back the other way, Sabres trying to play some defense here. They've lost all momentum in the last 1.5 minutes of this game number 4. This is going to be Big C. Darkfire. Good hard touch that goes left wing side for Big C. Up off the nose, he's going to play it off the corner wall. The bomb diggity down to Sleeper Kevin. Sleeper Kevin's going to play it laterally, but it's back the other way for Micah. Micah into the offensive corner, gets it off the nose. That's going to be a chance for the bomb diggity, putting it towards the net. Micah will lose out on this. And into the corner it goes, as it's a real good chance for the Jets to take the lead. They're looking for their 3rd unanswered goal if they can get it. Good chance there, but Big C is going to play good defense to get it away, and the Sabres finally have a chance to get it cleared away. They put it up in the air and put it on frame right there for Liso, who takes care of that one pretty handily.
But now the pinch back. Sleeper Kevin not going to turn here, so the Sabres don't want to play this quick game. The ball bounces back and forth. Darkfire's up. That big old Merc not able to find that ball in the air. Bouncing off the ceiling. Big C trying to find a touch with that F-150, but it cannot get there. Micah flipping the pitch back. The Jets trying to find a way to put this one on their side and get a late goal, but now Darkfire had a demo in front of them. The Sabres going to look like this might be the one for them, able to put themselves up by 1.
Now Darkfire with a good job with the follow. Sleeper Kevin gets the bump away on the ball, but also gets the kill, gets the demo, and it sets up Darkfire with a good long shot. 3-2. Do the Jets have a hero to tie this one up? 10 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be Micah on his own end. He backs up. Tries to take control, taken away by the Sabres. Up in the air, right there, towards the net. It's going to be right in front, but the Sabres do live to tell about it. They're going to go through and win Game 4 to at least have a chance to bring it back to a 2-3. That was a much better effort from them collectively on the offensive side of the ball. They got that first one, albeit with a little bit of a weird circumstance, but they continued pressure in the offensive end, and they were rewarded for it.
So that... I don't know what to say other than that is why you don't give up a free goal, Curtis. It's why you don't go you don't go to a gunfight with a knife. You don't go to a writing test with a calculator. It just doesn't make much sense. And so the Jets giving up that free one, unable to overcome that little handicap there. So they're not going to be doing that again, I don't think. The Sabres walk away with it. So I am very, very skeptical of seeing the Sabres score first again, but I'd like to see it. Big C starting to wake up, got an assist there. 2 big assists coming on Sleeper Kevin. Darkfire, you said it, 2 big goals and 2 shots. So maybe the Sabres are a late game team. Maybe they're starting to scale. So maybe these like best of 7s are more where they'll be more suited to.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be a fun game number 5 either way. The series building up to what could be a very, very good finish as the Sabres try to get that second win. One that I think at this point is probably crucial to try to keep their momentum. They're down 3-1 in the series. Going to try to get to a 3-2 series loss instead of a 4-1, but we're underway as this game is underway at Manfield Night. This is going to be hard off the back wall. Chance for the Jets early, but Big C's going to knock that one away. Good start defensively. Mike trying to transition this in.
Darkfire.
That's right at the back post, but Mike is there in the nick of time to take that opportunity away as we played 20 seconds.
Unable to collapse in time, the Sabres knocking on the door but are turned away. Micah looking for that same area to find it. Liso, though, playing the janitor to perfection again. Micah, an absolutely absurd angle, but Liso, a better one here to dunk over Big C.
That ball was also 80% dark, if not more, as Mike had a really good angle at that head to pinch it against the top bar to be able to knock it away, but it was all for naught. 30 seconds in, and the Jets have enough goals to make this a 4-1 instead. Good doink in front. Kevin's going to get this past midfield. Dropping it down. It's going to be Liso dropping it off the back wall. That's in front. Opportunity for the Jets. Goes wanting. And now it is Sleeper Kevin. Back the other way. That's going to bounce favorably for the Sabres, but they'll live to tell about it for the Jets as we played a full minute in a 1-0 game.
Favorably indeed. It bounced right in front of some Jets cars who just a little bit too overzealous on the jump there. Dom Diggity on the sidewall here trying to find a touch. The Jets looking for something more. Big C getting a 50, but now that errant pass from Sleeper Kevin is a heat seeker to Micah at midfield. The Jets take advantage and they're up 2.
And that's about as perfect as it gets for the Jets. Just Sleeper Kevin can't control that the way he wants. Puts it in an absolute missile zone for Micah, who paints that in the left side of the net. 2-0 lead for the Jets as they continue to keep the momentum now. They've quieted this Sabres rally, at least for the time being. We'll see if they have a little life left in them as we get to about 1:20 gone.
Well, now it is up to the Sabres to find a way and cut this lead in half. We've seen them do it before. They just need to find and string some pressure together. Maybe it's bumps, maybe it's demos, maybe it's boost control. It's just something, Curtis, because they were able to get a game in last one, but they cannot find any control here as Liso and company. The Jets just exerting their will back and forth, back and forth. There's nobody home. Dom Diggity with a soft touch in off the dish from Liso.
And Liso actually tried to steal that goal as well and have some fun with it, but a nice piece of work at the midfield line. The Big C was their last gasp of effort to try to get this one away defensively, but 3:13 to go. The Jets starting to run away. They're back on a roll, and the Sabres struggling on offense.
Struggling mightily right now, and the Sabres cannot find another one as Sleeper Kevin can't get the touch there. Big C turned away at the point of attack as well. The Sabres at midfield, but that is an errant touch, but Darkfire able to get his cake and eat it too. Got the boost and ended up getting a favorable touch. A good bump there on Liso. So now the Jets, their attacker, their striker was bumped, but a big-time dunk coming from the Dom Diggity. Micah putting it back down. A double from the Sabres, but 2 cars means twice the fun and only one of the clears. Wait, Liso overcommitted. Now Darkfire hits the miss, the fakes, and Sleeper Kevin collects, and the Sabres only down 2.
Man, not too bad now. 3-1 lead for the Jets. Micah misses this defensively. However, if he had hit it, it probably would have gone in. Either way, the Jets was still in the rotation back, not able to get that one home, or get that one away from home. And we have a 3-1 lead, sorry, with 2:37 on the clock. Halftime coming and going pretty quick. Jets with a pretty good foothold in this 5th game, as this one's going to be back into the offensive end for the Sabres. Darkfire with a shot, and that is passed aside as the Dom Diggity gets that save. Liso and the Dom Diggity will turn. Neither one can get to it in time. Sabres have a chance the other way, but Liso goes by him as we cast towards the corner. With 2:08 to go in game number 5. That's in front. Big C gets it defensively away. Good work from him to clear his back line and give Darkfire a chance on the offensive side.
A chance indeed. The Sabres do need one here. They need to find a way to cut this lead down to 1. The pass out for Darkfire, but unable to connect this time. But able to control it. Ball bouncing out. Sleeper Kevin not there in time. Liso cutting it up. There's nobody home. Oh, Liso, you got to be kidding me. And the soft touch to put a little bit of salt in that wound to go up by 3.
Liso with a great bit of control right there. Just flicks it over Big C. Nobody between him and the end zone. Darkfire just about got there in time to couldn't quite finish the job. Great job from the Jets offense, and that time an opportunistic scenario. The Sabres, you can tell, there was a bit of desperation in the way they were playing, but in this case, the desperation did not turn into anything productive for the moment, as we played with a minute 31 to go.
Well, it is up to them to figure out how to stem this pressure. They have not found an answer almost all series. Sleeper Kevin flipping the pitch here. The Jets now rotating back in time. Ball bouncing out. Lisa's going to find the clear and rotating up. I like this play from the Dom Diggity. I just wish it was a hair faster, because that is something you can start to look at. If you can see them finding those passing clears, the Jets will continue to get further and further ahead. Micah now on top of the ball here, has a near post play. Going to take it, but just a bit too far high. Dom Diggity keeping the pressure up. The Jets, a great turn here by Micah. The speed impeccable, but a great job by Kevin to turn that one away.
Down to 56 to go in a 4-1 game. Jets really in a comfortable scenario right at the moment, as they have an opportunity and I'd say a likelihood at this point to finish the series up 4-1. This puts them in a good position in the Sky Division as well, as they're going to end up being 14-11 after this is said and done. We're down to 30 ticks left, and this will be into the Jets' end for a little bit longer here, as more time needs to tick off this clock. 23 to go. Sleeper loses this in his own corner.
Oh.
I have a feeling this is not the last the community has seen of the Jets so far in this season from a success standpoint. This will be back top of the box. A bump past the midfield line. Sleeper Kevin with a long clear, and that is going to finish things. The Jets walk away with a 4-1 thumping of the Sabres, and nearly a goal to get one back, but not going to happen on this day. The Jets with a commanding win. I'd call it a thumping, but they were all over the Sabres really from the onset of this series, and there was not a lot to show for the Sabres on this day.
Firmly in control. They firmly grasp it. Chris, it was up to the Jets. They saw their opportunity, and probably what could have been seen as a little bit of a trap game for the Sabres, who were definitely this higher-ranked squad and looking to be the team to beat. They were definitely run over by this Jets squad. This Jets team will not let a 10-10 record define them, and so coming out and putting on a show, a 4-1 run for them. Beautiful showing.
Yeah, very, very good work, really. And it wasn't really a physical contest for all told. Not a lot of demos really to go along, but the Jets just had the smoother rotations. They caused the Sabres to panic more often than not. Some missed touches by the Sabres really put them in a bad spot. And really the Jets got into the dirty areas. They weren't in there long. They were able to get there before the Sabres were, control the boost in the offensive end. You saw more action in the Sabres than you did the Jets end as far as pressure. So very good work.
Very good work indeed. So that, unfortunately, Curtis, will be us today. We had the first two games. We had the threes duties. And so make sure you stick around, because we have two twos games coming at you back in a minute. So we have some more AL action coming after a short break. I'm Foof. This has been Curtis. This has been MLE. What was it? Sunday Showdown? That's what we were calling it. Week 4
MLE
action.
Showdown Sunday.
Showdown Sunday. Well, I hope we guys have a great afternoon and be back, and we are going to be taking a short break.